A little too far forward. There we go. Alrighty, howdy y'all. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day. We got push, my favorite day. Second to chest, shoulder, and back, I guess. But today still, no, we got pull. It is pull, not push, my bad. Pull. So back and biceps. And abs, maybe. Kind of just depends on what's open when I'm done with back and biceps. However, today I really want to focus on the progressive overload. I think I'm doing better, a lot better at consciously slowing down my movements to make sure that I'm not just using momentum to help me get through them, and making sure my form is good for everything. And today I want to make sure I'm trying to move up weight as long as that's what's optimal for me. So even if it's a little bit of weight, still want to be moving up. For me, I usually don't want to be stuck at the same weight for more than like 3 of that specific day. So if I have 2 back days, so like how I do now, where I have pull, so which is the back and biceps, and then I have chest, back, shoulders, by three back days, so 1, 2, and then the next back and bicep day, I want to be at least moving up weight, even if it's just a little bit, for sure. Honestly, I don't always do that. I'm not always able to stay true to that, because that's not always what my body wants to do or can do, or because of specific circumstances, hurt, just not a good day. Those are all factors that can be happening, and that's completely okay. But the baseline is trying to improve every 3 of that muscle group days. So that's what I'm gonna really be focusing on today. It's also another reason why the app I use to track my workout, which is Arrow, it's really good, really helpful, highly recommend it. And I use it to keep track of what I did. I mean, you can log anything with any paper, other app, whatever. I personally really like Arrow, so that's why I'm advertising it, I guess. But I use it to look back and see how much weight I need to go up by, or like what I was at last time, so I can determine how much I need to go up by. Or if I realize, I only got like 4 reps and I started with this amount of weight, I can lower it to where I'm getting more than that 6 to 8 rep range, because that's usually what I like to stick around for most of my exercises. So that's the main focus for today. Gonna have a fantastic pull day. Yes, pull, not push. I messed that up at the beginning. But see y'all in the gym. Alrighty, to start off this wonderful pull day, we got some cable lat pull downs. Now, normally I like to start with underhand lat pull downs because they activate my lats a bit more, or at least that's what I think I said this last time, anyways. But as you can see, I'm also using that curved grip again. My favorite, be able to use a hook grip, and you get a lovely view of my love handles that I'm trying to get rid of, as my sweatshirt and the workout shirt I'm wearing under it apparently do not like to stay down. So, but that felt pretty good, a bit rushed. Apparently I did those pretty fast, so that's a good thing to note on. Need to slow down on those. Then we move on to the good old underhand pull downs. Now, I wasn't able to do as much as last time because I believe this was my first workout last time, and then lat pull downs was second last workout. And I was still able to do, I believe I got 60 for 8 in this one, but I can't be 100% certain. Now, even though I may have done less on this, I did a lot more than, not a lot more, but like more than normal on cable lat pull downs. I did 91.25 for, I think it was all my reps. I think that's what it said. I could be wrong. Maybe the last one I didn't, but I'm pretty sure for at least the first 2 I did. So I'm really happy with that improvement. And I know it's my first workout instead of my second, but I still think the correlation's there. But as you can see, I did 60 for, I only got it for 6 that time. So, oh well there. Then we move on to good old straight barbell curls, because guess what? Easy bar was taken again. What a shock. So this time I also didn't do quite as much. I know this was my second workout last time, but I was only able to do 40 kilos for my first set. And as you can see, I really do start to struggle towards the end, and I kind of use my body a little bit. I try to stay as strict as possible, but it was getting pretty heavy. So I ended up only doing 40 kilos for my first set, and then moving down to 35 for my next 2 sets. And even then, on my last set, I do believe I didn't quite get all of them. This felt pretty good. I felt pretty good staying strict the whole time. I will say, with this 40 kilos at the end, staying strict got difficult. In fact, I do think I used a bit of momentum to get it up. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit. But, regardless, like, staying strict is just going to give you the most muscle growth, obviously, because you're doing it like the proper way. But regardless of if you have to use a little bit of momentum, like to finish off your sets, that's okay in my books. Like, if you're really working at it and all your other reps were good, if you can finish that last rep and you have to break form a little bit, I don't think it's anything too much to stress over. And then moving on to the single arm dumbbell preacher curls now. Last time I started way too heavy, so I only started at 14 this time, and I believe I did 14 for all my sets. And it was still feeling really heavy. I guess my biceps were either tired or just maybe like it felt good, but I wasn't moving as much as last week. But I think I was moving it more controlled and at a better speed. And like I said, that's what I wanted to improve on. So therefore, that is what we got in terms of these. And honestly, these are besides maybe the machine preacher curls, I think these are my favorite type of preacher curls. I do them the most for sure. There's also not a preacher curl machine at this gym, which does kind of suck. But, you work with what you're given with. And I'm grateful that I'm able to do these. I'm grateful that I'm able to go to the gym at all, that there's a good, pretty well equipped gym here for the size. This uni is a bit smaller than my one back in the States, so I completely understand. I'm never complaining when I talk about like the gym not having something, or if there's people taking up machine. I'm never complaining about that. I'm just explaining it out loud, I guess. I'm never complaining. I'm very grateful for everything that they have here and that I get to use. So then moving on, I was going to do that one machine that I believe I said was a bit awkward last time for my lats, where I was kind of bent over, but someone was on it. So I ended up doing I normally do high rows. As you can see when I started this, I try to grip the handles a little higher, but I wanted it to be more down in my lats. So I grabbed the handles a bit lower. That way the correlation of my arms pulling lined up more with my lower back rather than in my upper back. But I normally do that for my upper back. But this time it sufficed plenty just to do my lats. And to finish off this incredible pull day, I did some good old hammer curls. I was actually going to do the dumbbell preacher hammer curls again, but the preacher stand was taken where the easy bar usually is. And you can't really do them on the bench because, like I said last time, they do the bottom of the dumbbell hit the bench before I get that full range of motion. So I do my best to stay stable here. And the biggest problem with me for hammer curls, and I've known my grip strength isn't great, but towards the end, it's not even like moving the weight up is that hard. It's holding on with my left hand. My left hand starts letting go of the weight towards the end of it. So that's definitely something that needs improvement. I need to really research into what helps with grip strength, because overall I'm not a fan of how poor my grip strength is. And I could chalk it up to my tiny hands. I do have very small hands, but I don't want to make excuses, and I know my grip strength can always be stronger. So after the workout, I hit a good posing session. I was really happy with how this posing went. Like I've said, I've been trying to focus more on I need to, every time I do, oh geez, I'm stuttering. Every time I go to pose, you inhale. I believe that's what you're supposed to do, is you're supposed to inhale and hold it. And I've been working on trying to take more time in between the posing, and I still think I need to slow down a little bit with the posing. Here, I think I did a lot better than I usually do, but smiling with the posing and then just maybe even holding it for longer, I could probably work on. But overall, I was pretty happy with how this posing went. I felt good. I really felt I believe I turn around right here. It's kind of funny because while I'm recording this voiceover, I'm just reacting to watching the video in the editor that I use. That way I know what I'm actually talking about when it's happening. But right here where I turn around, I really like how my back was looking when I was turned around here. Back is my favorite part of my physique, and I really want big lats. That's my biggest focus. Obviously, I don't want them to be disproportionate, but they were just slightly bigger than normal for being proportionate. That's okay with me. I do love me some large lats on myself, of course. Yeah. Anyways, Was happy with how it looked when I turned around. I don't want to say from behind, that sounds weird, but the one thing I notice a lot when I do the double bicep uh, lat spread from behind is that I the peak of my biceps doesn't show that well. So I need to either work on positioning it so it works better, or it might just come along with the cut of cutting some of the fat off my arms. So, but overall, pretty great posing day. Really happy with how it went. And of course, got the cardio for you guys, and I'll see you back at the apartment. Alrighty, howdy y'all. We are back. Back day's done. Back and back day's done. And went pretty well. Really happy with how it went. Now, in the coming days, so I have my pull day, which I just finished, and then it's my rest day, and then there's a special event going on in my school. I'll probably, honestly, I don't even need to talk about it now. I'll probably cover it at the start of the next video, but pretty big event, and I plan on going to the gym like later at night. And this doesn't affect anything video-wise, but I don't know. I want to talk more about Australia, so. But there's a big event it's like the biggest event of the school year here that's going on. So I'm going to try to go to the gym later at night. That way, I mean, regardless, here on Fridays, there's like nobody at the gym compared to the normal at least. And then, especially once it gets later, it clears out pretty good, especially about like 8 or so. So I'm trying to go to the gym by like 7:30, like either leave for the gym at 7:30 or get there, whatever. Excuse me, I just had dinner. And hopefully it'll be pretty empty, because I would not mind just a empty gym to mostly have to myself, because that's always nice. But overall, back day went pretty good. I think in terms of lat pull down, could have slowed down a little bit. Felt a little awkward with my shirt and stuff coming up, because I am kind of insecure about my love handles. They're a part of my physique though, so I wasn't gonna like cut it out or anything, because I don't like them. I think they aren't attractive. Well, not aren't attractive, but just don't look good, which I guess is the same thing, just worded differently. But it's a part of me, and that's what I'm trying to work out. So of course I'm going to include it in the video. But besides slowing down on those, I think everything went pretty well. In terms of the dumbbell hammer curls, I never really, especially while I'm doing them, I don't feel like I'm swinging. At least like my body, I don't feel like I'm swinging my body that much. Watching back in the video, it's like kinda, I think it looks like I am more in the video than I actually am, but I do promise that when I'm doing them, I'm trying to stay as strict as possible and not swing my body. Of course, towards the end, especially, it's this left hand, it's losing grip strength towards the end of that workout. I do swing a little bit to kind of compensate for that lack of grip strength, but I guess I gotta work on improving that grip strength. But I mean, other than that, pretty good pull day. Never really go too bad with pull day. I know I said my lower back was pretty, excuse me, pretty iffy in my leg day after those leg extensions, but it was feeling perfectly fine today. So I'm glad it was just kind of a in the moment thing and wasn't lasting. So, but yeah, all in all, a good pull day. I would give it it was good. I think it kind of is. I think I said this for my push day. I think it's a solid 8. I don't think it could really go higher because it was just good. It wasn't anything like amazing. Maybe you could get like an 8.2 if we're really going to go into the decimals, but because lat pull downs are pretty good. But other than that, pretty happy with how it went. Got only a few notes. I mean, my goal every time with these videos is to slowly stop having notes. And of course, I'm human, so I'm never going to be doing a workout perfectly, but getting as perfect as possible and trying not to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Like, of course, it's okay. Like, if a week or two, I like keep having to say, oh, I need to slow down on this, because you got to get that practice. You got to keep telling yourself that so it actually happens. Because if you tell yourself that once, do it for one workout, the next one you could just completely go back to doing it wrong because you're like, oh, did it for that one workout, and then it kind of just slips out of your mind. So if I do repeat problems I have in the workout, I promise I am actively trying to fix them, but I do need to tell myself it a few times and put it into practice rather than just speaking it. So, but yeah, good pull day. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.